Hello, everybody. All right. So first off, of course, let me address, of course, the elephant in the room, as it were. Rick messaged me a little while ago saying he's running a little late, as, of course, it's Thanksgiving up in Canada right now. So he's at his uncle's house. So he should be here soon. Um, so when he gets here, of course, we will, give him a chance to introduce himself, plug and stuff. But in the meantime, as we wait for him to show up, Um, if you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage, that'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and I will try to answer, and we will try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. Anyways, let me at least message him, see if he's en route or to see how late he is gonna be here. Um, hmm. Anyways, just send him a message. Hopefully, we'll see him soon enough here. All right, so at least I'll talk a little bit about what's on tap for tonight. So, of course, we're going to be going over um, Shadow Comics Volume 1, Number 6 from Street Smith Publications from June of 19, on sale date, of course, June of 1940. Cover date, I believe it will be August of 1940. Of course, we'll be, of course, reading the Shadow News, as well as, of course, Ian Monroe, and I think there'll be a few others in there as well. Of course, another friendly reminder to everybody, if you guys haven't already, if you guys can help out by liking, sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage, that'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask their questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. Uh, the Shadow News. Gummy bear bouncing here and there and everywhere. Find adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. They are the gummy bears. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race car lasers aeroplane. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! There's a moment I've been waiting. DuckTales, woo! And then the danger's out to find you. Grab onto some DuckTales, woo! You've been waiting, I've been waiting. DuckTales, woo! You've been waiting, I've been waiting. DuckTales. Just trying to see where he's at and all that. Just you're wondering here, trying to find out if he's gonna if it's gonna be a bit, because if it is, I may just have to start without him, I guess. Rather than just allowing a whole bunch of dead air here. Again, feel free to comment down or ask questions if there's anything on your mind in terms of what we're going to be talking about tonight, guys. Let's see. Coming up on 6 minutes. Guess I'll give him another 4. I'll give him up to about 10 minutes. If he's not here, then I guess I'll just go ahead and start with the reading and all that. Let's see. The Shadow News. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Huh. Anyways. Alrighty then. Anyway. Just checking out some other stuff here. Let's see. Let's see now. What's this? Hey, Jefferson. Hey, Jefferson. Hi. Anyone here? Yeah, I'm here. I've just been kind of, since nobody was chatting up in the chat, and I'm still waiting on my co-host. He's running a little late, so we might be getting started here in a moment. Let's see. I might as well just get started, and then I'll catch him when he comes in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the material for tonight. So we're going to start, of course, with the Shadow comic number 6, as it were. And if when Rick gets here, I'll just get him in here. Alrighty then. So, all new comics. Shadow Comics, 1940, 10 cents. Starring, of course, the Shadow. Deep in the heart of Chinatown, underworld mobsters challenge the Shadow by a patient. I can't even. Appellating a new crime, a new and great crime. Also, we have the Gadget Man, Horatio Alger, The Avenger. Three Musketeers. Editor's page. The table of contents here with, of course, the Shadow. The Avenger. Carrie Cashin. Iron Monroe. Those would probably be the stories we'll be looking at. Appointing a new Caesar of crime. An emperor of crime. Okay. Thank you for that, Jefferson Starship. The page is a little faded there, so a little hard to tell. But your eyes are obviously better than mine. Alrighty then. So let's get into this. The Shadow. I'm going to the penthouse. Watch things. All right, Prexy. What's the order for tonight, Rock? Another journey job. Call the crew and tell them. From the penthouse hideaway atop the Hotel Moselle, Rook Hollister has sent the word that will start another crime. I'll have this box open in 5 minutes. Hold it, that laugh. The Shadow! Trapped by the Shadow, the crooks gain a respite when somebody blocked off the Shadow. Here's where we give a hand. Grab up the guns, let's go. I know this guy. He's lingo queed. Lingo queer, I guess. He's got the Shadow on the run. Great stuff, Lingo. Get going in this buggy. I'll hold off the Shadow and meet you over at Red Mike's. The Shadow, he's after us. Step on it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that crack up. Lingo must have nicked the Shadow's tires. A great guy, Lingo is. At Red Mike's place, unmasked crooks greet Lingo Queed, the one man mob who saved them from the Shadow. You rate tops with us, Lingo. You're the only guy that ever stopped the Shadow. So do you do the work and Rook Hollister gets the dough? Where's Rock hiding out? Where's Rook hiding out? We don't even know, Lingo. From now on, you're working for me. Lay low until I pick a job that's worthwhile. It's jig with us, Lingo. Arriving at Red Mike's, the Shadow spies departing crooks. We can forget Rook Hollister. Yeah, Lingo Queed is the real big shot. Two days later, Rook Hollister receives bad news in his penthouse above the Moshel roof garden. Lingo Queed pulled the mob out of a jam. They're working for him instead of you, Rook. So that's it, huh? Find Lingo Queed. Get him here, Prexy. I'll handle the rest. I get it, Rook. At Red Mike's. Let's check. Something here before we continue. Alrighty, so yeah. There's the deal, boys. Rook Hollister. Here's the deal, boys. Rook Hollister will pay 10 grand if you rub out Lingo Queed. And the same price goes if you get the Shadow. Sounds good to us, Prixie. Rook pays when he says he will. This dame was snooping. Lingo must have sent her. Lingo didn't send this doll. She's probably from the Shadow. I'll take her to the Rook. Meanwhile, at police headquarters, what's that? Marcel Roof Garden at 10 o'clock? That is all, Inspector Cardona. We'll be there. 10 minutes before 10 assassins are lurking near the hotel, Hotel Frampton, across from the Moselle, awaiting Lingo when. Look, the Shadow. Let's go after him like Lingo did. He's gone to the top floor. Into the car. We'll get him. Using a special boomerang with a line attached, the Shadow sinks, shows it around a distant pillar. A boomerang returns. Using the cord to pull a thin cable, the Shadow is forming an aerial bridge to Rook's penthouse. Hey, if it shows up. There's a shadow. Get him. Duck for cover. He's got our range. In the Moselle penthouse, the channel decoyed our gunners. The police are here, Rook. We'll hold them off. After I croak the dame, she won't talk. The shadow. Lingo Queen. Yes, I'm Lingo too. Open that lower door, Prexy. Look out! Rook Hollister. We got him, Inspector. You mean the shadow got him? And the shadow faked the fight at the jewelry store. He posed as Lingo just to locate Rook Hollister. Amazing. I wonder who the shadow really is. Next month, the shadow again proves that crime does not pay. All right, let's see if anybody's got anything they want to say about what we just read there. Let's see. I see no comments. Again, if you haven't already, you guys know by liking and sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage. I'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and I'll try to answer the questions to the best of my ability. So I'm gonna go off camera here for a quick moment, but I'll put some music on to entertain you guys. I'll take care of something real quick here, and then I'll be right back. I'm back, so now we'll go ahead and move on to the next story here. Hey, which one shall we? I had kind of an idea of which ones I was going to do tonight. So, there we go. The next one here, the Avenger, the mysterious Ray. All right, so here we go. During a meeting of the Chamber of Commerce, a mysterious ray suddenly appears from the sky and causes the building to collapse. Nearby in the same city, the mysterious ray again, this time directed at the steel rails, to deliberately wreck the oncoming train and thereby add to the panic of the citizens. The plan to create panic in the city with the mysterious and destructive ray is meeting with success at police headquarters. Yes, I know, Your Honor, but I know, but we're doing all we can, Your Honor. I know, but we don't know where to strike. In the mayor's office, he said they're doing all they can. Oh, if we only knew where to strike. We've got to find where. We've got to find where, Your Honor. There's turmoil in the streets. On the streets. At the state capitol, the governor speaking. The governor speaking. Major, I'm ordering the militia on duty immediately. The mysterious ray. Again, city and state officials are helpless. Your Honor, another building. I know. There's only one hope left. My friend Richard Benson. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. The mayor's appeal for help from his friend Richard Benson, the Avenger, coincided with Benson's determination to investigate on his own accord. Meanwhile, at police headquarters, my name. Okay, let's see if I'm going to see if maybe by increasing the font size here, if that may help a little bit with the. Okay, we probably need to go up a couple more. I'm just trying to get it large enough to where I could like read it more easily, and realize it was going to be so faded and all that. I guess that's about as good as we're gonna get. All right. All right. So, anyways, my name is Warwick Grant, and I'm an inventor of. I forget. Sorry, guys. That's just too much. I can't get through this story. I don't think. We'll try the next one. Sorry about that, guys. It's just that one was just too faded and no matter how much I raised the font, it wouldn't come clearer. So move on to the next story here. All right, here we go. Here's the next one here. All right, so Death Lights a Candle, a Carrie Cashin and Alec mystery story. One sunny afternoon, the strollers on New York's fashionable Fifth Avenue were amazed to see a distinguished-looking gentleman walking around with a huge red candle lighted in his hand. Hey, give me, eat it. As Hamlet once said, farewell, the rest is silence. As the officer grabs the the cannoli, the 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 Earthhammer, the Strather feds or feeds into a parked car and vanishes into traffic. Then a terrific blast from a siren around the corner pierces the air. The bank! The bank! I'm Harley Dildon, president of the bank. We've been held up, but they failed. The siren um, scared them off. Scared nothing. When they bumped off the teller, they could have grabbed the dough. And what's more, I know the teller. The guy that's dead is Manic the cashier. That's right. I'm excited. Hmm. From police headquarters comes Inspector Bergen to investigate. We'll start with you. With you, if the cashier was in the teller's cage, where was the teller? Brentwood was out to lunch. What's that got to do with the robber? Robbery. Robbery. Nothing. Nothing. They donated a cool $1,000. We found it by Mannix's box, and it ain't the bank's. Uh, you see, we checked it. A commotion outside the bank. Two people are trying to get past the guard. Um, Capri and his famous assistant Alec, or Carrie, and her famous assistant Alec are on deck. We've got a client in there. His name is Mannix. He asked our agency to protect him. What do you two collegiate sleuths want? Your client's dead. It's a teller, Brentwood. we want. He's gone. This was a holdup. Our fee was to be $1,000 as he fell. He tanked it out of his pocket, tried to write the name of his killer on a bill as a lead for us. That cannoli. What's the idea? I'm taking it to headquarters. I took it away from a nut just before the holdup. Alec gets the story about the strange episode of the man with the candle from the cop. Carrie, didn't he say the guy with the candle mentioned Hamlet? An actor will try Radio City. He may be doing bits on the Shakespearean program. Your description fits this man. His name's Horace Duncan. He hasn't worked in months. Give me his address. Duncan? Yeah. 3rd floor. Rear any I hope he pays his back rent soon. Okay, let's go, Carrie. Carrie and Alec were not expecting the terrible sight that met their eyes on entering Duncan's room. It's Duncan, all right. It's Duncan, all right. Look, it's horrible. His mouth is plugged. With lead. This was done to divert our attention. The windows sealed too. I'm choking. Quick, Alec. That candle. Gas from this. Someone locks the door, but Alex forces it open. Hello, Inspector. Destroy that red candle. It contains poison. And give it to Brentwood's and give me Brentwood's address. Carrie, the actor was a stooge for the murder of Mannix. He gave Duncan a gas candle. It was meant to divert attention from the bank holdup and kill the actor afterwards in the car. Using the service entrance to Brentwood's apartment, Alec picks the lock noiselessly. It's him. He eluded the guard at the entrance, and he's planning an exit. Reach, Brentwood. You're not going anywhere. Carrie, waiting outside, trips Brentwood up as he makes a bolt for the door. I swear, I'm innocent. No, knowing they'd try to pin the bank robbery on me, I was afraid to face it. You've got to believe me. Okay. What's this red candle? What's this red candle doing in your room? I don't know. It was lit in my room when I got home. What will they do with me now? I'm ready to face the music. We'll see what we can do for you, providing you give us some information about the bank and the people concerned. Oh, hey, Rick. Hey, Rick.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I'm even later than I thought I'd be, but I'm here. Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm just reading. I'm just you know
Reading, yeah.
considering I'm even feeling a little run down here. I might just finish this story and then we'll just hang out. We'll just do the. I think what I'll do. I think I'll just finish this story, and then maybe we'll do the this day in each history, and then we'll just kind of hang out for a little bit before we finish up the show here.
Okay.
I'm just all right. So, anyways, and feel free to comment on this story.
What story is it, if you don't mind me asking?
It
Went on so far?
Death lights a candle. It's a Carrie Cashin and Alec mystery. Carrie Cashin, the main character, supposedly, even though Alec seems to be the one doing more of the talking. So basically, the thing going on here is apparently there was a bank robbery, and police were somewhat led away by somebody carrying around a red candle that ended up having poison in it and killing the person who was holding it. So something to that effect.
Okay.
So here we are here. Tell your story to the inspector, Brentwood. Everything was all right at the bank. Till Mannix decided to go in with the boss and market his hobby on a labor scale. Wait, the president of the bank had a hobby? What hobby? That's all I wanted to know. Alec, wait for me. Alec and Carrie scale the high fence um, of the Dixon mansion. I've been basically having problems reading this all night because the scan isn't that great to begin with.
Oh,
I had to increase the font twice, a few times here, but still didn't help much. I've got an idea. This stairway leads to the workshop. Let's see, molds, paraffin, quite a hobby our friend has. Hmm. My Bosominic. Oh, hydroxyric acid. On contact with air. This is a deadly poison. So apparently they made the candle out of this poison. Please, let's go.
yeah.
Drive back and get the inspector and a squad. I'm making a friendly visit, this time by the front door. Be careful, Alec. Well, quite an informal visit, Mr. Canvas Sleuth. And how are you getting along? Pardon my busting in past the butler. I just wanted to shake your hand and discuss the case. Hmm. Ha! Red wax. Um, red wax particles under the nails. Nice hobby you have, Mr. Dixon. Candles? Why you? I'll just relieve you of this bulky envelope in your inside pocket. Negotiable bonds. Property of your niece, um,
Catherine.
Catherine. So that's it. And steamship tickets. Too bad we nipped your getaway plans in the bud. Here's your man, Inspector. Yes, I did it. With Mannix, I was launching a large factory to produce my candles. We got in too deep and had to draw on the bank, um, fearing exposure. So basically, he was embezzling money.
Yeah.
I decided to kill Mannix and put the blame on him. I staged the holdup with two hired gunmen, um, Monk Cutter and Red Mike. The actor I engaged as a blind. I shot Mannix through the back of the head from my desk and rear of the bank. The um, poison capsules here to wipe out all those who knew too much, including yourself and the female assistant of yours. A clear case, Alec. A clear case, Alec. I know right where I can put my hands on those two gunmen tonight. But the poison candles, how did they work, Alec? Very simple. The poison was in the small pocket. Set in the candle. When the candle burned down to it, air mixed with the poison and formed a deadly gas. All right, that's all for that. As I said, I'm just gonna cut the reading a little soon tonight, just because it's like pulling teeth there.
Well, that it sounded like a little bit for that story for sure.
Yeah, but well, only because again the that particular copy was that particular scan was
Not very good.
Yeah, it was pretty faded.
Fitzjoseph says Iron Monroe was a detective.
Well, no, Iron Monroe would have been the next story we would have been covering if I decided to go on. But there's actually been a few Iron Monroes. I know most people when they hear Iron Monroe, they think of the DC hero, but there was an Iron Monroe even prior to that, and this was the guy.
And was he a detective, or do you know? Or...
No, I think he was a space age hero.
Okay.
All right, I just goofed, didn't I? Yet.
We'll never know. Okay, maybe
right.
We'll know next time.
Yeah.
What was the previous one you were reading?
Well, I read The Shadow, and then I tried to read The Avenger, but I couldn't get through The Avenger because it was just so faded.
And that was, of course, Fitzchozo asking about what the previous one was.
All right. So, anyways, all right. Well, Rick, as I said, I'm gonna probably try to wind things down a little sooner tonight than usual. But would you like to talk about anything? You would like to promote anything? Talk about anything? Any projects you're doing? Share any links?
Oh, I guess I can do that quick. Thank you. I am, of course, got a Kickstarter on the go for my book, The Canadian Shield 3.
Oh, you cut out there for a moment.
I said I will share a link. I am doing a Kickstarter for my book, The Canadian Shield 3, which is on Kickstarter. There is a link for it. You can get on that back issues, so nobody has to worry about not being able to catch up. And I think they're well priced. And I also have digital in case people cannot afford shipping and all that, and the bigger price for the actual physical book.
All right. Anything more you want to say, or
that I guess that's good at the moment. I guess I'll just say look up Cross Comics. I am on here on YouTube. I do various things for my comics and other stuff depending on what I got going on.
All right.
So that should be good for me for tonight.
All right. Well, with that, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start to wrap things up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do this day or this weekend in each history. Today is, of course, Sunday, October the 12th, 2025. Now let's go ahead and get ready to take a look back at this weekend in niche history. History. So first off, going back to yesterday, we have 3 items. So one from yesterday, 2 from today. So first off, heading back to yesterday, going back. Let's see, what was the year there? Going back 20 years ago yesterday, back to 2005. On yesterday's date in 2005, 20 years ago. Miramax Home Entertainment's Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows was released on yesterday's date 20 years ago. It was I believe, a direct-to-video type release. So 20 years ago yesterday, Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows from Miramax Home Entertainment was released on yesterday's date 20 years ago.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So now, 1965 and 1985. All right. So going back 60 years ago today, on this date, 60 years ago today, as soon as I grab that.
Well, it wasn't too long ago, 60 years ago, because I was born in 52.
140th issue of Strange Tales from Marvel, which was at that time known as Vista Publications, went on sale on this date 60 years ago today. Featured a couple of stories: Nick Fury, The End of Hydra, as well as Doctor Strange, The Pincers of Power. So the 140th issue of Strange Tales from Marvel, known then as Vista Publications, went on sale on today's date 60 years ago.
1960. What year was that? 1965.
Right,
Oh no,
1965.
I thought they had become Marvel by then.
Well, they may have become. Okay, they may. You're right. They may have become Marvel,
Because Spider-Man would have been out by then, and I think the Fantastic Four.
They were Marvel. I don't know why I even said that, but that just goes to show you my head maybe not completely there right now. But I'm going to go off camera here real quick. I'll be right back, Rick, if you want to talk to the chat for a moment.
Okay. So how is everybody tonight? Everybody having a good weekend? For any Canadian viewers here, happy Thanksgiving. That is actually why I was a bit late. I was at my uncle's for Thanksgiving dinner. We, of course, here in Canada have Thanksgiving about a month earlier than you guys in the States. So, yeah, that was a good time. Ended up getting back home a little later than I thought. So, that is what it is. So, unfortunately, I wasn't here for any of the readings. Maybe that could have helped out a bit. I don't know.
Anyway, okay. So, anything more you want to add there, Rick, before we?
No, I was just trying to think of stuff to say.
All right.
To be completely silent.
Right. Well, I was just waiting for you to finish before I continued on. Yeah. All right. So 40 years ago today, Studio Comet's High School Kimengumi premiered on Japanese television on this date back in 1985, 40 years ago today. Premiered on FNS, which is today known as Fuji TV. So Studio Comet's High School Kumengumi premiered on this date back in 1985. All right, so with that being said, I thank everybody for being here. Rick, if you can stick around for a couple moments afterwards for post show.
Yeah.
It kind of went short, guys, tonight, but it was kind of like a combination of, the scan was not that great, and then it just pretty much tired me out mentally trying to read it. So with that, I do thank everybody for being here. We'll be back here tomorrow night with more Niche News. So with that, I thank everybody for being here, and I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow. Bye.
It's only a day.